It's time for another Ado Studio versus Live. Compare and contrast. These are super fun. Be sure to check out the other one I've done on the channel. I'm really excited to get into this one. Hear how breathy her voice is right here? We might consider this to be just like she's singing quieter, but there's more to it than that, because there's a presence about it that wouldn't happen from just singing quieter. La 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 la. It's like I'm adding a rasp over an engaged voice. Ooh. What a build! Love the harmonies too. Sakura, Biyori, and Time Machine. Did I get that right? This is going to be really fun to hear how she builds this live too. There's that engaged sigh again. Listen to how she comes into that. What a contrast. Hatsune Miku, that's who the other vocalist is, and she's a virtual character here. Wait, what? A Vocaloid software voice bank developed by... A virtual idol has performed live virtual concerts on stage? That's super cool. As an animated holographic projection? This is gonna be nuts live! That was an interesting melodic choice there. Da, 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 da. It's a very dissonant sound against the rest of the track. It's an interesting tone, and it's pleasant because of the contrast it creates against Ado's voice. Even though Ado does, I mean, she creates so much contrast in and of herself, so it's almost striking. Ooh, so rich. Hear how she's going in and out of her head voice so deliberately here? Really leans in with a nice forward belt there. She doesn't need to do that. That's a stylistic thing. It's a way that she builds intensity and emotion with her voice. What a beautiful blend! The visual I'm getting is almost like big sister, little sister in the way that their tonalities blend. The way the track builds around the vocals is intriguing on this one too. The genius of all the arranging going on in the background.
Sakura, Biyori no sora.
Was that a neat key change?
Kimi no koto nante iie shinai no ni. Sakura, Biyori no sora hitori. Kono mirai wa miete ta no ni. Kimi no koe ga kikoeta kiga shite. Doko ka ni sagashite shimau.
Interesting to hear that voice layered as opposed to Ado and her harmonizing together. Beautiful prominent piano standing out. That may have been there for the first verse, but I didn't hear it the first time. That's a beautiful interval that they've got going on there. If you get inspired by Ado, her genuineness, her vulnerability, and her ability to express herself with her voice in crazy extreme ways, and you would like to see what your voice can do in light of that inspiration, even if you've never sung before, and you're curious to see what you can pull out of your voice, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. I'll help you connect with your voice in ways you never thought possible, and pull things out of your voice you never knew were there. It's a suspended interval. You want it to like resolve, but it doesn't quite. Love the piano. It sounds like US holidays a little bit. What an incredibly different character. And there's this interesting thing that's happening with the music and then of course the vocals. We have a very young, almost babyish sounding voice. And we have this reflection on time. Going back, not being able to go back, revisiting earlier times. I love that the vocal blend creates a parallel to what I feel like they're referring to in the song. So cool. What? Listen to that build again. Hear that release? And that particular transition right there, listen again. I know I keep pointing that out, but it's so fascinating to hear how Ado uses this in so many different contexts throughout a song. It sounds different every time, but it's the same, and it's reflected in different ways across her range. Voices sound like one cohesive instrument with different timbres, and it's like the low strings on a stringed instrument versus the high strings on a stringed instrument. The blend is so cool. What they're doing with the subtle key changes or chord redirects, that's super interesting too. Really neat arrangement. Another lift, right? That's fun. Swirling, like chimey percussion there. Very orchestral this one is. I think this is the first Ado duet I've ever done. What? 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 What an interest. Look at that crowd. Look at that. What an interesting idea for a live performance. Ado's performing live. Hatsune is as well. Ooh, hear that little creak in Ado's voice? I've noticed this about her other live performances as well. She lets the rawness come through. We don't have faked live stuff for perfection. I haven't heard that at all in any live stuff I've done of Ado, and I don't expect this to happen here either. Retreat into Fry again there. I like that the live band is in front of them and also silhouettes. What an interesting lighting challenge. I do feel like we're seeing more of Ado than I have ever in terms of live, even though she's still a silhouette. Oh, did you hear how that? Weep! There's a weep in there! Oh, it goes to show you so much about how Ado is not about hitting notes. She's not about making performances that are perfect or polished. She's vulnerable. And I think that this aspect of having her be always silhouetted and not seen, similar to another band that I've done quite a few analysis videos on, Vessel from the band Sleep Token. It allows them to be vulnerable because they feel like they're not as much on display as who they are, but are able to convey character and emotions without the fear of judgment. And that's really where we all should be when we're creating art. Ooh, listen. Oh, that was cool. And notice everything's like on pitch, but I don't hear any pitch correction. That's really hard to abandon and chirp into two different notes that are actually on pitch. Dolores from the Cranberries in the song Zombie made that famous, to me at least. That ability to be that coordinated with your voice where you can go from I'm not just breaking into some arbitrary note. I'm going from to e, but I'm allowing that transfer of chest voice to head voice to occur during that break. And you can hear even when I'm doing it, it's hard to be accurate there. So the fact that she can go around and do all these things and then in one moment be accurate live like that, that's saying a lot about her overall coordination and her practice, her discipline around her voice. What an incredibly cool idea. I can't get over it. Everybody there! That must create an incredible energy. How they're distancing themselves from each other. So I went to a concert, a U2 concert, I guess it's been about a year now, at the Dome in Vegas. It's this massive concert venue inside this dome where everything that you see is a screen, and the visuals that were going on were pretty stunning. The reason I bring that up is because this, with all this elaborate screens and the timed, choreography that's happening with the screens versus Ado, I would love to see this very thing happen in that dome at some point. I don't think that that's outside the realms of expectation either. I love the melody there, how it goes against the diatonic or expected notes inside the scale. There's all sorts of chromaticism, so we're using notes da 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 that don't fit the way our ears normally like to hear things, and it creates all sorts of dissonance and interest. that's one of them. Right there. Hear that little bit of grit she put in at the very end of that note? Oh, very subtle. I think that kind of thing is intentional with her. She has that much control, and it's so cool sounding. And then she sighs out of it. I don't know exactly all the technology behind this. Perhaps some of you could enlighten me on it. Hear that really like AM radio drum loop there? That's neat. Oh, the power that she gets out of her voice. And breaks. Oh, do not be afraid to let your voice break. Vocal breaks are some of the most amazing, vulnerable, connected sounds. I know that's weird to say a break is a connected sound, but so much energy is spent by vocalists trying to eliminate their break or, blend. And, what if my voice cracks? You hear it all over the place. Ado not only lets her voice break, but she uses it in such strategic and artistic ways. If you're a vocalist who is afraid of your vocal break, you'll never, ever get anywhere close to this level of self-expression with your voice. Don't be afraid of your break. Embrace your break. That was kind of neat to hear just from a live perspective, how energy went down a little bit, that there's a little bit of maybe temporary fatigue because those phrases are so long. Get a little quieter there and sort of run out of breath a little. Again, love the key changes. Massive packed stadium. Look at all those incredible visuals. And the audience is a visual in and of itself. What? Yes. So futuristic and so awesome. Oh man. Breaking boundaries. Gosh. So cool. I love artists, and Ado is one of those artists that uses technology, cutting-edge technology, and ideas to enhance the vulnerable, real connection with the music, as opposed to bury it. Too much music coming out these days is artificialized and whitewashed by technology. Too much pitch correction, too much like overproduction to make things too perfect. But she uses technology and in all the right ways and all the right places. And this live show with her interaction with her duet partner, I've never seen a live concert like this that does that. I mean, what an amazing idea. Be sure to check out all the other Ado videos I've done on this channel. There are many, and I keep building the library. I'm having so much fun with her music. And again, if you would like help exploring your voice based on the inspiration you gather from Ado, and you'd like me to help, click that link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free voice course. I'll help you pull things out of your voice you never knew were there.